Hello, trading has closed on June the 11th, 2025. As always, we'll do our disclaimer, go over our calls, and then make our predictions. This is my trading plan for the 12th of June, 2025. Remember, it's just a plan. I can change it. And plan can be wrong, so trade at your own risk. I might not be around all day tomorrow. I'm not sure at this point. Look for the pattern today with the early high, which is this. Tomorrow has the early low. We had a target from February, which printed 6,048.81. That printed, so we'll cross it off the list. We have a new target at almost the same price from today's trade, 6,048.29. If we don't gap down smartly, that's my call. But remember, we've been looking for a change in trend here. And when there's a major change in trend with MEJT, it'll almost always leave a failed target behind. So that might not work. Now, we don't have too many failed targets for this year. I have one higher target, 6101.26, and two lower targets, one just over 5,900. I think we'll see that one. The one just under 5,500, I don't think we'll ever see, to be honest. I get on average about 2 or 3 of these targets a year which don't print. So we don't have too many failed targets still out there. It's always good to cross one off the list. And the odds are good that we're going to see 60.48.29. And the rules call for it tomorrow. But just remember, if we drop down, then the price is still on the list, but not the time. Well, this is a reminder of what we said. We've never given up on the plan for a top in this area. We might have hit one here. We gapped up, hit a higher high, closed under all the highs, even under some of these lows. If that's maintained, it's a negative pattern. It should lead to lower prices. Doesn't mean you have to close lower, but it should lead to lower prices unless we gap and take this high out early. So maybe this is it. Certainly it's right at one of Carolyn's dates. There's a 3-day window on these things, and another date comes up. So we're within his time frame. If it happens, you can explain it. MEJT gave an ultimate buy signal in the morning. That played out. We got the ultimate sell, which was also played out. This flip up was called false, and now the down move is called false. Gives us the target, 60.48.29. We also completed a 9-13-9 sequential sell signal from Tom DeMark. When these things work, they can be very powerful signals. If it's going to work, it really should start to drop within 3 days. And ideally, you'll take out this TDST line, which is 58.43.66 within three trading days. You take that out within 3 trading days, you can have a much bigger drop. Now again, if you look at this, even though we hit a reversal, hit a new high, close negative, it's all negative stuff. When you just look at this chart, you really haven't had the reversal I want to see it. Now maybe it'll come tomorrow. Ideally, we're going to see it in the next 3 days. And if we see it in the next 3 days, everything is going to play out. It just isn't perfect for me. I mean, I want to see an impulsive drop. I mean, this is overlapping. I mean, this rally overlaps this. This overlaps this. It doesn't kill the idea. We could still drop. It just, if you're going to have a collapse within 3 trading days, you want to see that big an impulse. We had these delightful trend lines. I mean, we haven't broken through the blue one, but we've not respected these others. Would have made a lot clearer picture for me if we had respected those. And this doesn't really kill the count, but I would have liked it better if we didn't trade up here today. So it still hasn't been killed. I'm still going to stick with it. We still might see a failure of the target, but the PPI comes out before the open. I don't know what's going to happen with that PPI report. We traded much higher before the open today. we could just as easily gap up tomorrow and kill the whole idea. The idea is still alive, and I'm going to give it 3 more days. Bulls need to gap and take this high out early. Bears, I really want to see them start working, but I'm always afraid of jumping the gun when I try to call a change in trend. We have the time based on the Caroline work, and a friend of mine has a date today too. We have the price based on the DeMarc work. We have the sentiment. I'm just not seeing it yet. With a higher target, I know it might fail. With a higher target, it's too hard to jump the gun here. So tomorrow's pattern has the early low regardless of where we open. Typically it's a rally day with a final hour high, and if it's weak we should see more weakness. In general, not always, but in general, if tomorrow is going to be a weak day, it should drop early. If we drop early in the first hour, it's going to increase the odds that this reversal, this rejection of a new high, is the real thing. And if we take out that TDST line, we could still have a big drop here. But at some point it has to stop signaling and start moving. The PPI report comes out before the open. I just can't predict the response to major economic reports with a sufficient degree of accuracy. We have a higher target. If we don't gap down smartly, the rules call for it to print. System nearly always leaves a failed target with a major change in trend, so we're at risk of failure here. We have a DeMarc sequential sell as well as a hit on Caroline day. If we're to drop significantly from here, we should have a sizable drop within the next 3 trading days, and ideally we should have one within the first hour tomorrow. We gapped up, hit a higher high, and then closed under intraday highs. Unless we gap and overtake the high of the day promptly, it should lead to lower prices. So the elements are there for this drop to begin. You've got the rejection of the highs, you've got these things. The longer we wait without seeing it, the less confident I'm going to be we see it at all. I really want to see a drop in the first hour, a big drop in the first hour, if the idea is going to work. And if we get that drop in the first hour, and particularly if we undercut that other price we showed in the 5,800s within 3 days, we could have a lot more on the downside here. We have what we need. But if that doesn't happen, I'm prepared to change my mind about this. I'm not carrying anything overnight yet. It's the pattern with the early low, and if we drop big, we can have legs. But we gap and take this up, take this out. I don't know how much more I'm going to. Well, I do know how much more. I'm going to stick with it 3 days more, and then we'll see what happens. And that's today's call.